Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the power of channeling of somebody. So every day, or almost every day, I'm shooting these videos and I'm like, what am I going to talk about today? And I journal a lot. And I have so much content of breakthroughs that I'm having every day, like little things, that add up. They feel big to me. They feel really huge to me. Like every time I journal, magic happens because I'm transforming. My goodness, I'm transforming. And then I feel this guilt that people look at me and they're like, but your life is the same. Your life has not changed. And yeah, externally, my life has not changed. But my goodness, I have changed. I know that I have changed. I'm extremely certain I've changed. But then I also feel this thing like, oh, but externally, I need to change, right? I need to be able to be visible to other people that I've changed because they don't know. So, um, yeah, I battle with that. Like I know that I don't need to, and then I see some people I see some people sending texts about these huge big things that they're doing, and they were with me just like 6 months ago or 5 months ago or 4 months ago. They were with me and exactly where I am, and then suddenly they're like, doing these big things and huge things and writing books and speaking and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, am I doing anything with my life? What am I doing with my life? Why am I not having changes? I've been doing this for so long. Um, but that is the whole point. Like I have changed, and when I can see that, I'm getting emotional right now. When I can see that, and I can see that in this moment, I can see that and I can feel that, then yeah, then I'm good. So it is all about like learning how to see the positive. So yeah, we've talked about that at length in so many videos. But okay, what would a person XYZ do? That is what we're going to talk about. Channeling that person. I've been using this as a tool over the last few days and it's been transformative like mad. Okay, so I'm going to use an example. The person that I'm channeling. So the thing that I want to shift out, the identity that I want to shift out of, that is that I am lazy, I'm not hardworking, I'm not doing things fast enough, I'm not and I'm just like, I'm shooting these videos every day, but apparently that's not good enough, you know. But yeah, it's just this thing that I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I need to, and because I have this identity, I'm lazy. So I started to use this tool called "What Would This Person Do?" So I'm looking to have humility. My ultimate goal is to build my relationship with God and to love God, to love other human beings, and to love like mad, to love at a level that like doesn't even most people can't even understand, like that real love that comes from the love from God. So when I feel fulfilled, I feel like God loves me completely, and when my cup is full, then I'm able to give to others. So right now, when I so there's this program that I'm doing also. It's a 12-step program, but not for alcohol addiction, for just emotional problems, fears, anxieties, insecurities, envy, greed, all of that kind of stuff. So working through that kind of stuff through the lens of God. And they talk about, of course, prayer as being the main tool. So I've been praying a lot to help me get rid of these traumas, or what I call anarthas, because they come from past lives as well, not just childhood. So I call them anarthas, which encompasses everything. They come from traumas, they come from just all kinds of things, all kinds of other emotions as well, negative emotions as well. So I pray to God, please help me remove my anarthas. Please help me. Um, so what I've been working on is humility, because when I am humble, then I'm able to love somebody else. And then, so when I feel resentment, this 12-step program talks about that. Every time you feel resentment, and if you haven't felt resentment for a week, if you can't think of any resentment you felt for a week, then you're lying to yourself, then you're not aware, because we just get triggered, just like in moments we get triggered. So now I'm starting to notice a lot more of these resentments. I just catch them whenever I feel them. And whenever I feel them, I notice that this resentment pretty much is basically saying, I don't feel worthy I think that you should give me validation. You should give me worth. You should make me feel worthy. And because you're not making me feel worthy, I'm going to make you out to be wrong. Now, that's not to say that you don't want to be respected. Of course, you want to be respected. You don't want other people to just walk over you or whatever. But you don't need to build resentment. If a person is saying something to you and you're not affected by it, you know that that's not true, then you're not going to build resentment. You're just going to be like, okay, this person doesn't get it, and you'll put your attention in places where that serve you, right? You'll put your attention in learning something or growing something. You'll just not put your attention there anymore. You'll be like, okay, this person is saying something and it's not true. But if you do feel somewhere that I am unworthy, and then that person is saying, like, you're not intelligent, you're dumb, let's say, or whatever they're saying, you're not pretty, you're ugly, or something like that, then it'll hurt you. So that resentment is saying that you have power over me. Like, I am saying I am going to feel bad if you say something, and I'm going to feel resentful about it because I am giving you the power. I'm saying that you are supposed to be. It is your job to make me feel like I'm good enough. And if I don't feel good enough, then I'm not going to be loved. Ultimately, it's just all about this intense craving that we all have. Every single human being has for love, and that can come from God. So when we pray and when we fill ourselves with that love from God and we feel good about it, we feel secure in that, then we're able to give love to other people. So when they say stupid things, we can just easily understand that they're just having a moment, that they're having a human moment, and they're saying stupid things because they're having a human moment, and that's it. We can just let go of that immediately. In that moment, we can just be like, okay, I don't need to be resentful about them. I don't need to hate them. I don't even need to avoid them. I can just understand. So when I understand that they're having a stupid moment, then I'm accepting them for who they are. Just like I want other people to accept me for my stupid moments, right? Because I have a ton of stupid human moments. So just like I want people to accept me for my stupid human moments, I'm accepting them for their stupid human moments, but that only comes when I'm secure within myself. And I'm secure within myself when my relationship with God is clear, or my relationship with other human beings. If you have a strong relationship, but like, God is the ultimate source. Nobody else can fulfill you the way God can. Or higher power or universe or whatever you want to believe. So, okay, channeling back to, so this resentment, noticing these resentments are coming from that. So now back to channeling. So I was having this moment where I was sitting, we were having these devotional prayer songs at the temple, and everybody was singing. And I like to fold my hands when I'm singing those songs because it helps me connect to God. But I will do something like this sometimes, or I'll kind of make it smaller. I will not like do sit up tall and do this, like, keep the hands clear, like, because I'm like, I'm a little apologetic. Why? Because nobody else is doing that, and I'm feeling self-conscious. And then there is this thing, like, am I trying to show off to people that I'm doing this? I know I'm not, because it helps me connect with God when I do that. But it's like, should I not do it because people might think that I'm showing off or something, even though I'm not showing off, or even though that's not the intention? Will people think that I am? So should I not do it? Should I not fold my hands like this? So I'm just kind of like, a little bit this thing, make myself a little small, make my hands a little bit like whatever. And then last night, so I was like, what would this person do? Now, who is the person I go to nowadays? Because I've had this thing of like, I'm not hardworking, I'm not strong, I'm not like whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm not taking that on anymore, that identity. But the channeling that I'm doing is Arjun, this person called Arjun, who is one of the two main characters in the Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Arjun and God. And God is Krishna. So Arjun is very, very strong. He's the strongest archer on the entire planet. Like, he bow and arrow archery. This was 5,000 years ago. So he is very, very powerful, very, very strong, and yet at the same time he's extremely humble, and that's why he has this amazing friendship with Krishna, who is God, who came on earth. And I don't even know if he knows exactly that Krishna is God before the Gita. During the Gita, of course, Krishna explained the whole thing to him. But they were friends. They were very good friends. And Krishna would not obviously be very good friends with someone who's not humble. So I'm like, this is who I want to channel. So in the evening at the temple, I was like, what would Arjun do? How would Arjun sit if he was sitting? It's called a kirtan, that devotional song um, atmosphere. So he was like, I was like, okay, if Arjun was sitting in this kirtan, what would he do? And I was like, okay, he would sit up tall. He wouldn't care about this thing. He would be a leader. He would lead by example, and he would like sit like whatever. So I did that. I sat up tall and I kept my hands straight and bilkul, like totally confidently. I don't know why I spoke Hindi. Totally confidently just sitting there, and I sang and I sang. It makes a difference. The posture that you have makes a difference. I was able to connect better and deeper a little bit because of my posture, because of my sitting straight, because of my hands there, because of my confidence. I was like, I am not going to shrink or make myself small or worry about what people will think. I am going to do it because my intention is clear. My intention is because I know that I connect with God better when I'm singing and I'm doing this. So I did that. And so I'm living my life like that. Like, I'm, as much as I can, I keep thinking of that. What would Arjun do? So you can channel that within yourself, you know and when you're feeling resentments towards others, then you can bring yourself to humility and understand that the person is just having a human moment and it's okay to let them go. And that doesn't make you less than. The resentment is trying to put other people down also, right? It's like, you are wrong, I am right. So we remove all of that as much as we can. We using our brain, we think about it and we're like, okay, we don't need to carry this with us. And then the moment we're able to drop it, the moment we're able to just plop, and it's gone, and then we're able to immediately love the other person, because we're like, okay, this person just had a moment and they said something mean to me. And I don't need to take it. I can speak up to them. Definitely, I can speak up to them and say, hey, that was mean. Like, say it calmly. It's like, whoa, that was mean. Or, hey, that was mean. Stop it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to go there. We're good, and if we say it like calmly and effortlessly and easily like that, because we're not triggered and we're saying it from a place of peace ourselves, and then we build a love with other people. We accept other people for who they are, and then they, in turn, are more inspired to accept us for our human moments. It's just, the world becomes such a beautiful place. So yes, the moral of this video, the moral of the story is, find somebody who inspires you to shift out of the identity that you have that is not serving you. Whatever that identity is that you're working on shifting out of, find a person who embodies the good identity, the opposite identity of that, and channel that person and think, what would this person do? And so when you do that, then your own identity also shifts. Okay. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. I wish you a day filled with tons and tons of true, genuine love that comes from true, genuine humility that comes from freedom from resentment. Okay. Radhe Radhe.